In the many turns of the many 4X games I've played, the first few turns of a new game have often proved the most challenging. Games like Civilization V and Sins of a Solar Empire have you scraping to put together an expeditionary force to explore and expand while fending off what are usually some pretty aggressive third parties. Barbarians, space pirates, pick your flavor, but whether they come with laser rifles or blunt objects, they're usually coming for you, regardless of what you've done. So far, my favorite thing about Civilization Beyond Earth is that its assortment of alien fauna aren't hell-bent on making a meal of you, though they certainly won't hesitate if you give them a reason. See these little guys? Notice how they aren't making a beeline for my throat the second they see me? Like any intelligent creature, they aren't about to pick a fight with a life form they know nothing about. But if they feel threatened, or if the area near their nest is encroached upon, they just might get bold and make an attack of opportunity. Not only is this a more believable behavior model, but it also opens up the early game in a big way. Since I didn't feel immediately threatened by the natives, I could explore the new, more flexible technology web at my leisure. I found myself making decisions based on what I wanted my people to be, rather than what I needed to do. Definitely a novel feeling for a genre where I usually feel forced to do whatever seems optimal. The affinity system plays into just that idea. Mankind has left home and made landfall on a strange alien planet. It's a clean slate, a chance to either reinvent themselves or honor what they once were. This is actually your decision to make, and it's not just a binary decision you make at the beginning of the game and then live with from then on. Your actions, your tech choices, and your decisions during random events can all send you down different paths to varying degrees. Those who aim for purity, for instance, seek to remain true to humankind as it was on Earth. This means an aversion to things like bioengineering or involvement with alien species. Then you have the supremacy affinity, humans who have little regard for what we were or the new world we found ourselves on. They aren't evil or warlike per se, they just believe in man's potential to blaze its own trail without limitation or caution. I tended towards harmony, the third affinity, wherein our people look to embrace and achieve equilibrium with their new surroundings. Kinda like neo-space hippies. Sure, there's a lot of similarity here with Civ 5's social policies, but the fact that they aren't based on pre-existing discrete models of modern thought makes them feel a little more ambiguous, and by extension, more interesting. In fact, decisions are more nuanced all around now, like what virtues to invest in. Aside from what you directly unlock, you can gain extra perks for going broad in addition to going deep into just one. In a 4X game like Civilization, 100 turns is akin to dipping your toe into the ocean, so there's no telling how these new tweaks will play out in the long run, but the early game is already looking more interesting and potentially more peaceful than Civ games of the past. For more on Civilization Beyond Earth, keep it tuned right here to IGN.